there's been a bit of a silence in the last couple of weeks on YouTube and on my social medias since while I've been making some slight alterations to my training. And today I'm just going to be kind of bringing you up to speed with what's happening and talking about what's going on. So I don't know what you guys know at all, but if you follow me on Strava, you've probably noticed my training has changed quite significantly. And that is because I have made the decision to stop training for my marathon. Now it was a tough decision to make. I was making the decision for quite a few weeks, just trying to really work out what I truly want, and I think this is the right decision for me at this point in my life, to be honest. I spoke about this in a video a few videos back about the Walk of Pride, and I really think this is the Walk of Pride for me. Just saying, you know what, this is not right for me. My heart is not set in the right place for this training at this point in time, and I've made the decision to not do that anymore. It did take quite a few weeks to actually make the decision. I was really on the fence with this. But yeah, I've finally come to the conclusion of this, and yeah, I'm not doing my marathon anymore. I've completely stopped my training, and yeah, I'm not going for that attempt for my 4-hour marathon. That is not happening. So if you guys out there, sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, that's just a decision which I made, which is right for me. And yeah, training, it doesn't always go to plan, and things don't always work. But it was a big bid to try and do this, and obviously it just didn't work out for me. All of my data and stats, it wasn't right because my heart rate, it wasn't great, but my heart couldn't cope with it. Basically, I was getting a lot of cardiac drift, and I couldn't even go out. Towards the back end of my training, I couldn't even go out for a 5k run without my heart rate being about 170, and it was very clear a lot of fatigue was building up, and that was even in the closing stages when I was tapering. My heart rate, I just couldn't keep it down, and yeah, I've just thought, you know what, let's scrap the marathon. It's a tough decision, but I definitely think it's the right decision to make. I'm not stopping with my running. I'm not stopping with my running. I'm going to be continuing going on with what I'm doing, and I've just made some changes to what I'm doing, so I've altered it. So now I'm going to be focusing on my 5Ks and my 10Ks again. So I've switched back to what I was doing before, because obviously I had my sub 19, I had my 41 minutes for 10K. I've got a good solid base my 5 and 10k there, so I really should just improve upon that. Maybe I'll come back to the marathon in 5-10 years time, but at this point in my life it's just not right. I don't have time, and yeah, it was getting mentally tough, and towards the last few weeks I really wasn't running much. I was doing maybe 2 runs a week when I should have been doing like 4 or 5, and it was very obvious that if my heart was truly set in it, it would have been easy to get out on those sessions, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's why I've made that decision, which is right for me. I'm sorry if I've disappointed any of you guys out there. Hopefully you will understand where I'm coming from and why I've actually made this decision. And yeah, I will be still I'll be keeping you up to date with everything that's going on. That's just why there has been a bit of a silence, because I was just trying to really work out what I was doing and just trying to make the right decision for me, making sure it was right before I announced it to all you guys. So that's why there was about 2 or 3 weeks before this video actually came out. But yeah, you guys are the first to know. This is the first I've announced it. So if you are here watching this, thank you so much for supporting me and coming along my running journey, and I will continue supporting yours through your highs and your lows.
No, I won't go back tonight with a habit to the restless me. I'm leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over.
So let's talk about my plan for the rest of the year and next year. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just going through building back up my fitness to where it was, because obviously my fitness back then was sub 19 5k, and then obviously I let it drop, and that's when I did easy running and got into the marathon, more endurance, and I'm going to be getting that back so I can get back to my sub 19. That is my goal for this year and a little bit of next year. Just sort of at the moment, I'll put it up on the screen, but I ran 2025 for my 5k time trial just to really see where my fitness was at. And then I did a 10k, the Vitality Virtual London 10,000 meters. That was a pretty good time. I think that was around 46 minutes. I'll put that up on the screen as well. Yeah, they're all on Strava, and the link to that's in the description of this video. But yeah, the 10k is a little bit tough because my calves are weak now. Because obviously going at slower speeds, my calves lose strength. But now going back to quicker distances, I'm up on my toes more. So that my calves were cramping up quite a lot, which is why I had quite a slow K in that 10k. But yeah, I'm building that back up and doing daily calf exercises to really build that back up and get back to where it was. My plan for the end of this year is to have a good solid sub 20 for my 5k and a good sub 44 for my 10k. I think that's a reasonable goal. Just by getting some calf strength back, I really think that is a doable goal for me. But of course, all of that training and everything will be up on Strava, and yeah, you can just go check that out and see what is going on. You'll see a lot more of my insights to training on Strava than you will on YouTube. I mention it on this channel a little bit, like this video here, but most of it is just really helping you guys. But yeah, so go check out Strava if you're more interested in what I'm doing. Let me know down in the comments, have you ever had to make a tough decision like this to stop your training because it just isn't right for you? Yeah, because obviously it's not an easy decision to make because you feel like other people are sort of going to get disappointed with you or dishearten you for it or whatever. But yeah, just let me know in the comments, have you ever had to go through this tough decision, and we can get to chat about it. Like-minded people can always talk well. I've truly learned so much of this, and I don't think this is a low at all. This is a really good thing for me because I've gone back to what I love. My heart is truly set in the 5k. I love the 5k distance. It's probably one of the most, in the distances I love the most. People find it really tough, but for me, I love the parkrun. I absolutely love it. When they get back to that after COVID-19, I'll be right back out there and I'll be smashing PBs left, right and centre wherever I can. But yeah, I've always liked the 5k, and I forever will as long as I can do it. And yeah, and I think that's really right that I go back to that because I've learned a lot through doing my sub 20, sub 19. I've really learned a lot from that, and I think that's where my expertise is set the most. So it makes more sense to focus on that. Obviously, what's going to be happening next year, I won't be doing a series on this. I'll just be doing this on my own. I'll mention it on Strava and a little bit on here. But what I will be doing is I'll be trying to break, obviously I'll be trying to break 18 minutes for the 5k, so around about 17:30-ish. And then for the 10k, it's breaking the 40 minutes. There are my two long-term goals for next year. That will probably be in the second half of next year, we'll see. But yeah, I'm still working on that because obviously it's still fairly early days. It's only been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've made the decision. So like, yeah, you really just bear with me, and as soon as I know what I'm doing, I will let you guys know my plans for the future. Obviously, thank you so much everyone. If you haven't already, please hit that like button down below and subscribe as well, and hit that little bell next to it to get notified when I upload videos. Not quite like this is kind of a one-off, but if you look in the back catalogue, you'll see ones about helping you with your training, taking you along with mine, and yeah, just sharing the positivity of running together. That is my new motto for this channel, really. Sharing the positivity of running together. I really like that. I think that kind of sums up my channel altogether, really. So yeah, come share the positivity of running with me, and I'll share it with you as well. So thank you very much everyone, and I'll see you next time.